Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Lily. How are you this morning? I hope all is well where you are. Set this to dry some more. Still a little damp. It still felt a little damp. That is great. That is great. So y'all know today. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey, Nook Nook, I can't pick you up. Grandma's about to cook. Ting ting. Grandma is about to cook. I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for that. In fact, let me make this a real first, and then I'll make it as like a Kool-Aid. So that, So I'm going to start off today with a childhood drink that I have always drank. It comes from Panama. It's probably from a lot of other what are you doing in the sink? Central American Central American countries, but we call it saril. And what it is hibiscus flower that I use in my magic. Yes, hibiscus. It is great for healing. It's something that you can make every few weeks, like once a month, and feed it to your family, have your family drink it like it's the Kool-Aid or whatever. I would suggest during wintertime that you keep this drink in your home. This is something that we grew up drinking as a child. It's very, very good. Hi, Chan. Good morning. So I grew up drinking hibiscus. We call it saril. Okay. And it is disgusting from the way that my family made it as a child, because they would put ginger beer in it, and I hate ginger beer. I don't like ginger in anything that I'm gonna drink regularly, because ginger has that peppery flavor to it. So we don't want the ginger beer. I don't like ginger beer in my saril, okay? But today I'm going to show you how I like to make it. And it will look like Kool-Aid, and it'll taste like a lemon juice hibiscus flower type of thing. But it's still very healing because we're getting the hibiscus. You can use the ginger in it. You can add ginger beer to it. It's up to you. I don't like it like that, so I'm gonna show y'all how I like it, and then y'all can add on to it. But hibiscus is great for respiratory healing bronchitis, pneumonia, anything that has to do with your lungs, your respiratory, ears, nose, throat, mouth, that type of section, anywhere where they have to do with breathing. I got to turn this upside down. My honey running out, and this is my most important medicine. So I'll get more honey, but we're still making it because I don't got no choice. I got to make it. I need it for my house. And I'll just add honey to it. So we're going to start with the hibiscus. So the first thing you want to do with your hibiscus is boil some water. And this one's going to be for my teas. This pot here. So I'm going to start with my hibiscus because I'm actually going to make that for the house. And then we'll get into the clove tea and the marshmallow leaf, which are all great with this time of year. So what you want to do is simple. We're just going to get this pot going. Put it on high. I should have probably had that blowing ahead of time. I was doing too much. But for your hibiscus, you're just going to bring that to a boil. You're going to get your ass slipped coming on my bed. Like I'm actually spanking somebody, but I have to make it correct, guys. Okay. And you don't need a lot. Sometimes, oh, let me put that back on the fire. Sometimes I will put, can y'all see in there? No. Sometimes I will put a lot in there if I want to make it very concentrated, but my kids don't like it like that. So I'll put about 3 handfuls, okay? And I'll let that come to a boil. Can you believe when I was a little girl, I used to pick these leaves off the bush in my Mama Deli's yard. She had this growing in her backyard. And I would go in the backyard and pick the leaves, bring them in the house, and then take the green off of them and then wash them. And my Mama Deli would boil them and do the same thing. But she made it the way I didn't like it, which is with the ginger and all that stuff. My family loves this. I want to show y'all this real quick. Look at how fast the water turns red. And it can be very strong. It has a very starchy kind of taste. So you want a sweetening agent in it to sweeten it up. And yeah, that's it. So we're just going to boil this. I'm keeping it simple with just hibiscus and lemon juice and a sugar. Now, with the sugar, I like regular pure cane sugar. That's what I grew up. But you can use, do I have any more pure cane? No. You can use agave sweetener in this. I thought I had some, but I don't. You can use the agave. You can use just regular white sugar, like the pure. But I like 100, the brown sugar. Brown pure cane sugar is for me the best one. It tastes awesome with hibiscus. Now, if you just have regular sugar, that's what we use in a day. So it'll be the same. But it just, for some reason, it gives it a more smooth taste. And it's not as sweet when you use the brown sugar. The regular sugar cane, you need to watch the sweetness of it because it can get very sweet. And agave sweetener, that's really good with it too. Okay. Honey, I don't really put honey in my hibiscus, but you can sweeten it with honey as well. Oh, I hate ginger beer. Ooh. See, I never tried coconut sugar before. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to try. Oh, that sounds delicious. Coconut sugar. I've never tried that. Sativia, I have. I'm not a big fan, but coconut sugar, I've never tried. So I will try that. But simply, this is a simple regular with any other tea. And I'm going to talk about other teas while this boils because I'm not making the other ones. But I do want to talk about them because they're important in this discussion we're having today as far as healing teas. So another healing tea is clove tea. I should have put this in a little container, but here we go. I have a few of these. I ran out of cloves and they was on sale, so I bought the small ones. Clove tea, do it the same way as the hibiscus. You'll take a cap full of clove. You'll put it in some water, maybe about 2 cups of water, and you'll boil that and then let it cool a little bit. Drain your cloves and you can heat it, sweeten it with honey. I would suggest not a pure cane sugar, but like a honey, agave. I guess you can try the coconut sugar. That might be just delicious. This is not a good tasting tea, clove tea. But if ever you have bronchitis, if ever one of your kids or somebody, y'all hear my cough sometimes when I get sick and it be like deep. I've had bronchitis since I was a little girl. Okay. I remember when the doctor told my mother I had bronchitis, I was in junior high school. Okay. So, and I remember laying in the bed with her for like 3 days. She just kept me in the bed with her. And I remember somebody named Camacho was having a boxing match. And my mother was in the bed watching Camacho, somebody named Camacho box. And I remember being in the bed asleep. And I was a little girl. The bed was just bouncing as she jumps in the bed. Go get him, get him. And I remember that. But this right here can clear up any type of bronchial, asthmatic. If your child has asthma, hi Janet. If your child, hi Kathy. If your child has asthma, if your child has bronchitis, if your child is wheezing, anything that has to do with like phlegm and clearing the lungs of phlegm, helping you breathe better, helping though, like literally clearing out the bronchitis and all the phlegm in your lungs. Clove tea, just clove, will do that. And you'll boil it the same way as you're doing the hibiscus. And again, a cup or 2 in some water, a capful of the clove, boil it, add your sweetener, and just drink it down right then and there. Okay, works. Okay, it tastes bad, but it's really, really, really good for clearing out the lungs and things like that. Another, look how dark. Look, and it's not even done. But look at how dark that liquid is already. And it's not even boiling. When I tell you hibiscus gets so rich and it's so strong. Marshmallow leaves, which I'm actually going to make some of this now. Marshmallow leaf is really good with, do I have a top for you? With the same thing as far as like colds and respiratory infections. And with marshmallow leaf, I had to get some tops because my tops be missing with these daggone things. Now that I have it at a boil here, it's boiling. Y'all can see that. I'm just going to turn it off, let it cool, and then I'll sweeten it. We're going to keep on with the marshmallow leaf so y'all can see what I want y'all to do. So with marshmallow leaf, you want a jar. It don't need to be this big. Let me wash the top off. The jar is clean. The top fell on the floor. Give me a second. So with your marshmallow leaf, You want some filtered water. I'm going to use my refrigerator water because that's my filtered water. You're going to take a little bit, maybe about 2 tablespoons of marshmallow leaf. It's not the best smelling. It just smells like chipped wood or something. But you want a nice little amount, like 2 tablespoons, about so. Okay. You're going to put water in here with the marshmallow leaf. I am going to put a couple cups. I think I went over a couple cups. Hold on. I'm almost at 2 cups. Okay. I want 2 cups. 2 tablespoons, 2 cups of marshmallow leaf. You're going to leave it in there, put a top on her, and you're going to let it sit for 24 hours. About 2 hours in, you want to just kind of shake it up, maybe do the upside down, bring it back together. About 2 hours in, put it back in the fridge. Let it sit for at least 24 hours. When this is done, you're going to strain this and drink. You can sweeten it as well with sugar, honey, whatever. This is also a great lung clearer. It's great for bronchitis, respiratory issues. It's great for elderly people who are struggling with any type of respiratory or cold. For babies, take advantage of marshmallow leaf. And how you harvest it, you don't boil this. You just sit it, let it sit for 24 hours, and then strain it, and then you drink the liquid from here. Okay, so it's the opposite of the cloves. I also have some shaved grass tea. Shaved grass tea. Let me see what kind of grass the shaved grass tea comes from. Because if you don't just go out to your yard and cut no damn grass, that we're not doing that. Shaved grass, the horsetail tea is made from the dried aerial parts of the Equistrum arvens plant, Equuisetum, Equisetum arvesen plant. It has been used traditionally for various health benefits. Yes. What I know shaved grass to do is help with bone health. If you have elderly people, osteoporosis, we're getting older, ladies. We need this type of stuff. Hair and nail strength. This is what I've known this for. Bone, hair, and nail strength. It's also saying it's an antioxidant. It has antioxidant properties, contains antioxidants that help protect the cells from damage caused by free radicals. This may reduce the risk of chronic disease such as cancer and heart disease. Wow. I never knew that. I've only known it for like bone health, hair health, nail health, but it's good for osteoporosis. It's good for like elderly women specifically, because we're the ones that really suffer from that because of the giving babies and stuff. So I really recommend the shaved grass. It's great for women. Anti-inflammatory properties. Some studies suggest that shaved grass may have anti-inflammatory effects, which could benefit conditions such as arthritis and joint pain. Exactly what I was saying before. I didn't even think about arthritis, but yes, I was thinking like osteoporosis and shit because it breaks the bones down, but arthritis as well. Other benefits, traditional uses of shaved grass include treating wounds, urinary tract infections, kidney stones, tuberculosis. Told y'all. However, scientific evidence supporting these benefits is limited. It is important to consult with a healthcare professional before consuming shaved grass tea. Yeah, so that's what I've known it as. It's really good. I probably spent about $1 or $2 on this. You know, I go to the Spanish store. Hey, Janet. Okay. But shaved grass tea is really, really healthy for your bone health. That's what I know it for. Bone health, hair health, nail health. And I don't really drink it, but I've always known it to be that. My grandmother would keep some shaved grass tea, but she didn't have it like this. It wasn't fancy like this. It'll be in like a container like this, but it'll just be the shaved grass. And then she'll just put it in her little pot, boil it, and strain it and drink it. Okay. I never saw it with the tea bags. That's really cool that they've upgraded, you know. Excuse me. So we've talked about marshmallow leaf, the benefits of that, which is still along the same lines as the shaved grass. I would love to say that it helps with anti-inflammatory, all of that type of stuff with the lungs and tuberculosis, bronchitis, all of that type of marshmallow leaf, and clove does that. The hibiscus is more of healing also with colds, flus. My refrigerator needs to be cleaned out. It is so much stuff in here. And I have some iced tea left in the bottom of this. I'm going to pour this out. This goes back in the apothecary. Pour my tea out and drink it. I want to use this for my hibiscus. And so what I would do when making hibiscus tea, well, I drink it as a cold drink. I don't drink it as a tea. We make it warm, but I drink it cold. I will add a little bit of lemon juice. I'm not going to chop up the lemons there because I don't want to. We're going to chop up lemons for the next thing. Oh, my lemon juice is finished. It's only a drop. I mean, really. A drop. Look at that. Who does that? Teenagers who make small glasses of lemon juice. Yeah, here I go venting about my daughters again. Teenagers that make one glass of lemon juice and then leave a drop, thinking that's. I mean, I'm so sick of them. I'm telling you. Anyway, let's make this hibiscus tea. I have lemons, so at least we got those on point. All right, so I'm gonna have to do it the traditional old-fashioned way. Let me move you to the side. Can y'all see me? You can. All right. So this is how I get the juices flowing in my lemons. Can I have a knife, please? Can I have a knife? We got a knife. Okay. And what I like to do is I'll just go in there with whatever object and just kind of squeeze. I don't mind seeds, but my kids do. But I grew up in Panama. We had seeds in ours. That's it. Like, that's how it was. She would drain out. Mama Deli would drain it. My grandmother wouldn't. Whatever land did it would just be in. But Mama Deli would drain. Mama Deli, if y'all hear me mention her, she was my grandfather's first wife. And you know, back in them days, those men was Rolling Stones. So my grandfather had a first wife. Then he divorced her and married my grandmother. And then he divorced my grandmother when he came home from the military and married Claire, which is the woman that raised my mom. So my granddad was married 3 times. And I loved Mama Deli. Mama Deli would come and get me when I was a baby, because she still loved my grandfather. You know, my grandfather took care of his woman very well. So even if he was a cheater, they still loved him. Which I think is crazy, but it was the truth. They all still loved him. Mama Deli would pick me up, and I would spend summers in Panama. When I was a little girl, I didn't speak any English, guys, believe it or not. Mama Deli taught me English because she didn't want me to be made fun of in school when I was a little girl, because all I spoke was Spanish. So Mama Deli taught me English. So when I came back from Panama, I'm just taking out the seeds real quick, guys, because my kids they don't like it if I had the seeds in. Mama Deli would get me for the summer up until I was probably in elementary school, like second or third grade. But my whole childhood, from birth, I have pictures of being with Mama Deli from 1 year old. My mother will literally take me to Panama, and I will spend the whole summer with Mama Deli. And I love that lady. The last time I spent Christmas with her, it was in 1996. I went to Panama. I spent Christmas with Mama Deli, and I was in high school. I was so excited to see her. And Mama Deli passed away about, I done dropped an hibiscus leaf, a few years ago. Before my grandfather, but after Claire. So she died in between him and his third wife about 10 years ago. Oops. Okay. Now you should use a strainer, but we're going to do it the ghetto way. And I think people in the hood got strainers too, but I'm not going to look. So there we go. So now I have my hibiscus, and you make it like Kool-Aid. I'm about to add water to this. I like lemon juice, water. I do not add ginger. My mother loves ginger. She loves ginger beer in hers. I hate it. I hate it, guys. I can't. I refuse. I make mine like Kool-Aid. I prefer for it to not be this dark, so I will add all my water to it to dilute it, because my girls do not like the flavor. But it's very healthy. They love it when I make it like this because it tastes really good. They don't like the way my family make it. Now, to add the health benefits, the ginger would really be good because it'll help strip things from your lungs and things like that. Oh, I'm trying to read y'all's statements. Give me 1 second. Okay, and I'm going to use regular cane sugar. I'm not putting any honey or agave in mine because we're going to do it like it's Kool-Aid. I like my girls to think positive when they see cereal in the refrigerator, not negative, like, oh God, mom's making that stuff again. Because that's the vibe when they see it. They be like, oh Lord, here mom go with her stuff again. Like when they see the medicines come up in the cabinet, they know it's on and popping. Mommy's making medicine. But they don't take my medicine. They don't take any medicine from, like if I go buy a Benadryl or something, they'll go to the refrigerator and take the medicine that we're about to make after this. So all I do is I mix it, and then I refrigerate. I'm gonna read all the comments in a second. Give me 1 moment. I refrigerate and drink it cold. And if you're a person that like ginger beer, stuff like that, you can add that to this. and it just tastes like a Kool-Aid. I need more lemon juice. I just need a little bit more lemon, but it actually tastes really good. Add another lemon to it. Hold on. Let me get them juices flowing because these lemons are about a week or so old. When I'm juicing a lemon, I just take the knife or whatever I'm using, and I just go rub it on the sides. I need to learn how to juice it without the seeds, but it is what it is today. I like to taste my lemon in it. So one lemon ain't gonna do. Okay. And that is it. I'm gonna add a little bit more water because when they see it this dark, they're gonna think that it's too strong. They like it to be a little like, when I say they, I mean my children. That's actually really good. That is actually really good. I'm going to taste it. Okay. And that's how I like mine to look. My kids like it a little lighter. They'll think that it's too strong when they see it this dark. I'm going to leave it and let them see. And if they don't like it, then if I notice they're not drinking it, then I'll add more water. That's really good. And there we go. Hibiscus juice that I grew up in Panama picking these leaves and drinking this my whole life. And I remember crying the last time Mama Deli made me pick them. That's how bad it was back then. Because I wanted to play. And it was dinner time, almost dinner time. And she wanted us to go and get the leaves so that we can have something to drink for dinner, with dinner. And I was outside playing. And I just remember crying about having to go and pick leaves. And it ended up being fun. That's the part. When me and my cousins went in the backyard, it ended up being really fun. But at that time, you know, when you're a kid, you're like, I don't want to pick no leaves. You know, that's how it be. So the next thing I want to make today is my traditional cough syrup that I make every year. And I do it every year because it works. When I got sick this year, my cough syrup works. Nutmeg, if you don't get your ass down on the couch. I don't know what you think this is, but this ain't it, mama. And I can't pick you up because my hands is wet. But you testing the gangster in me. You're testing the gangster in me, Nutmeg. Okay. So with this one, this is a cough syrup that I make every year, like I said before. It's very simple and it is very, very potent. I don't care what kind of cough you got going on, it will clear it up. It has the most powerful ingredients for cough. Let me wash off these lemons. That you could ask for. For me anyway, that's how I feel about it. And it tastes really good. So you can use this on kids. That's good. So the first thing I want to do is slice lemons. I'm just going to slice the end off of that. And I'm just going to have my lemon sliced up for me early. Slice the end off of you too. Okay. And I do 2 sliced lemons for 1 jar. And it doesn't have to be sliced like that. You can slice them like this, you know, in quarters. Let me show y'all so y'all can see. You just want the lemons broken down. Okay. And you want all that juice too. Don't let it slip. In your pan, you want some honey. And I only have a little. I can't get you out. All right, fine. I want to do it open up the top. I don't want to burn it. Hold on. There we go. You don't want to burn your honey, but you want a hot pot. And this is hardly none. Hold on. Now I'm going to put a little bit of water in mine because I don't like to waste a goddamn thing. I'm so petty, guys. I'm that person that I put the water in the ketchup. I don't care. Y'all can call me cheap all day. I let nothing go to waste. You understand what I'm saying? I let nothing go to waste. Let me get it down here too. But you want a nice amount, like maybe a cup of honey. This isn't a cup, but it's enough to get it started. And I'm gonna go to the store when I get off live and get me a bag of some more honey. I need to go to Costco. I went yesterday, but I forgot my daughter. I didn't realize that my 15-year-old drank so much tea that the honey was gone because that's her sweetener. This is her sweetener that she uses. Okay. So I'm going to let that just warm up a little bit. And it would have loosened up the honey wood on its own, by the way. It'll loosen up once you get it on the fire. You want to add some lemons. So the honey is great for respiratory issues. It's great for healing and lung health. Clearing out wounds. If you have a boo-boo, you can use the honey to help with that boo-boo. I'm not gonna. And you want the lemons, honey. You want the honey to cover everything. Y'all can't see. I don't hardly got nothing. Okay. You want the honey to cover the lemons and other things that you're adding into this. It's just not, that little bit is not enough, but that's what I have. So that's what we going with. I have some ginger. And I don't peel my ginger when I'm doing this. I will get about 2 thumbs, 2 of these. If you want to put more, you can. I don't peel mine because I'm not going to eat the ginger. We're using the ginger. That's what y'all need to be seeing at the top of the microwave. So all I do is chop up the ginger, make sure you get those little bits exposed. We're going to drop that in there. I'm going to add another thumb. Put one more in here. Ginger is also great for healing all types of ailments as well. It's great for clearing out phlegm. It's great for clearing out your lungs. It's great for clearing out bad breath. If you have something going on with bad breath, it'll help with that. So you want the main recipe for me, this is the base for it here. Ginger, honey, and lemon. You can also use lime. Okay. Then you want to add a few things. It's not going to taste good. So I would recommend you add these things at the end. I would add some thyme because thyme is not going to affect the taste as much. I use powdered thyme because, you know, those little things will get caught up in your throat. You don't want that. So you want to add a little bit of thyme to this. Thyme is going to help break down mucus, break down any type of bronchitis, asthmatic issues. It really clears and cuts through mucus and any type of cold, flu symptoms, COVID symptoms. Okay. You can add other. So I would leave this like this. I would leave it like this. And depending on what a person has going on, let's say the person has the flu or COVID, then I would go and get some juniper berries or elderberries. Okay, I think it's the elderberries, not juniper berries. Elderberries, and I will put elderberries, boil some elderberries, mix it with whatever I'm about to drink that day, and drink and take that. And you'll take 1 tablespoon, 1 to 2 tablespoons every 4 to 6 hours, and this will clear up anything you have going on. It doesn't have to cook long. You just want it to be warm, and you kind of want to do it low and slow. I kind of got it going too fast. So elderberry will be great for this. If, let's say, you want to add some cayenne to help it, you have digestion issues. Let's say you have gallbladder or kidney stones or something like that. Add some cayenne to this. Okay, that will help cut through those things. Also, you can add garlic to it. It's going to taste awful, but garlic will be great in this. Ginger, or just added ginger. Garlic, you can add onions to this as well. Okay, it will taste awful, but it will cut through whatever is going on in your lungs, mucus wise, and all that type of stuff. Okay, and what I normally do is I'll get me a jar. Let me get the jar that I'm finishing now. And actually, it's upstairs. I can't get it. I realize it's next to my bed. Thought it was in the medicine cabinet, but it's next to my bed. You'll fill up your jar with, once it cools down, you'll pour this in your mason jar. You don't have to let it cool to pour it in your mason jar, by the way. They can handle the heat. But pour it in your mason jar and you'll refrigerate this. I keep mine up to 2 years. Once it's in the honey, it's not going to go bad. Mine's usually finished. If we don't get sick, because I remember one year we didn't get sick. The following year we got sick and I still had it and I used it. Everybody was cleared up in one day. 24 hours, my babies were cleared up. I'm the one, because I got bronchitis. I'm the one that it lingers and I'll be coughing forever. But for them, 1 day, 2 days of 2 tablespoons, 1 tablespoon. My baby only takes 1. I make my older kids take 2. They don't really get sick, but when it did happen. Okay. So this don't need to be replaced until it's finished, because it's sitting in honey, and honey is going to keep everything from spoiling that's in there. But you want it covered in the honey. You can't leave it out and about. Okay. So I'm going to add some more honey to that and put that in my jar. And that is it for today. I think that should be enough. Let me see. Oh, you drink it warm and cold? I do the same. Lily, let me tell you something. Water go in all of it, okay? Lily said bottles upside down. Oh, see, I'm thinking turmeric also. Thank you, Lily. Turmeric is really good. Turmeric and cayenne, yes. Good job, Lily. Thank you for reminding me of that. Turmeric in here, really, really good. Again, the taste is going to be nasty, but it's going to work. Ooh, I love that. See, letting it ferment in the ginger and sliced lemons also does really good, Janet. I love Janet. Every time you talk, Janet, I just be like, that's my girl. Yes. Fermenting it will work as well. The problem is usually when I'm making it, somebody is already sick. So I got to do it this way. Usually, because like when I made it last year, I was in Pennsylvania. I had to drive to Pennsylvania for my daughter. Remember that? Taking care of her. I made it for her, came home, made it for us too, and just kept it in the refrigerator until this year when we got sick. Okay. So usually when I'm making it, it's because somebody is sick and I need it now. There we go. But that's it for today, guys. I am done. I believe y'all, I want to see the comments everybody had. Lily said she ain't never seen that much juice come out of a half a lemon. Child, I be doing my thing. Okay. I love that. So with the sorrel, and you can put cinnamon in this as well, guys, and it'll be wonderful. The sorrel, the cinnamon, chef's kiss. I love cinnamon and sorrel. My kids don't. I love it. My kids don't. So all I put in there is lemon juice, and I let them. You cannot come back on the sink no more. And I let them have their way, because I want them to drink it. So I don't add all that type of stuff. That's crazy. I thought I was the only ghetto person that put ketchup in bottles and shake it up. I thought I was the only one. I was like, I'm so hood. I be just doing any damn thing. So one thing I do want to tell y'all can do that. I don't do it often, but I think it's such a good idea. Is filling up the jar with lemons and sugar, plain cane sugar, and making a sweetened lemon that you can sweeten your teas and your drinks with. I saw this lady do that, and when I say that sweetened lemon tastes so good in iced tea, I'm gonna do it today. Do I have enough sugar? I'm gonna do it today. I don't got enough sugar. I'm gonna make a soup. I'm gonna go buy some flour and sugar. Oh, I got spring roll wraps. We can make some spring rolls. I don't know if I got anything to make spring rolls. I need sugar. And flour. I'm gonna clean all of this out and restock it. But yeah, so good. So that's a great idea. Man, do y'all see what's going on in LA? That shit is crazy. I was terrified for this man. He's in the house, two men and a dog in a house, and their house is surrounded by flames. All I thought was, how are they going to get out of that? All I'm hoping is that they got out and the dog survived. Not and the dog survived. Because the dog was just afraid. They were telling the dog they're going to be okay, and I'm scared for them. Honey, lemon juice, sugar, flour, don't forget. Yes. I'm not. Yeah, no, that it was scary. I was scared for them. That's when I said I just can't watch this shit no more. It was unbelievable. Like they're in Los Angeles and their house, like they are walking around and every like the house surrounded by flames and they in the house. My heart. And the poor dog just crying. And I'm just like, my heart. My heart. I hope that they made it out. I was thinking to myself, they needed to run. But where the fuck was they gonna go? They're surrounded by flames. You understand what I'm saying? Where were they gonna go? So it was bad. It was bad. Let me put this back. All right, guys, I'm done for today. Does anybody have any questions? This was yesterday. This was last night when I was going to sleep, and I said, damn, Hollywood is burning. When I was a kid, I wouldn't say I was a kid. I was probably like in college. I'm still a kid, but I was in college. And I remember these twins was on Good Morning America. I used to watch Good Morning America every morning, guys. And they were talking about LA not existing anymore. They were like, Hollywood is not going to exist after a while. They said New York and Hollywood specifically were not going to exist anymore. And here we are. Yeah, it's awful. It's bad. It's really a sad situation, to be honest with you. Anyway, let me make my little grocery list real quick. Oh, I gotta cancel my Patreon. Okay, I'll do that today. Hey Siri, can you make me a grocery list?
Sorry, I can't help with that.
Why? Siri. Why?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Hey Siri, can you make me a grocery list?
Sorry, I can't help with that.
Why? Oh, because I'm on Do Not Disturb. I'm on work mode. It won't work. When I'm working, I turn my thing off now so that it can't bother me. People can't text me and stuff. Because y'all know motherfuckers don't have no fucking respect for what I do. Period. Oh, he sounds so sweet. I wish I did have a job for you, baby. My staffing agency is still #1 on Google where I lived at in Maryland. So I still get people calling me looking for jobs every day. And if I had more decent people with that type of response on my voicemail, I would have probably still owned my staffing agency. But these ghetto ass motherfuckers, I don't want to employ any of them. They all get on my nerves. And that's that. He said Siri sucks. Wow. Oh no, snow is tomorrow, baby. I literally canceled my physical therapy for my shoulder. I canceled it for tomorrow because I don't want to be out in it. We're getting it tomorrow. So, Kathy, you're not far from me. So you should be getting it tomorrow evening into Saturday. Oh my God, Janet, don't say it. And I'm pretty sure there are. I'm pretty sure they capturing souls. Let me tell you something. They grabbing hearts and throwing them on the table. You understand what I'm saying? They not playing. They not playing. It's not a game, and I don't want no parts of it. I'm gonna repeat to y'all: stay focused on the happy lives that the universe has given y'all. That's it. That's all we got time for. Is our happy lives. That's it. I'm gonna clean up under here. I'm all looking at under the microwave. Lord help us all. I'm gonna clean my oven and my stuff this week, and I don't got nothing else to do. I'm about to go. I have to get out in these streets in this cold. It's so damn cold outside. Jesus Christ. I'm going out in the cold. I gotta go thrifting and find me a little table from my foyer so I can put stuff on it because it looks a mess. And I would like for it to be nice and pretty. All right, love y'all guys. And I need to find a curtain. I done got something sweet on my sweater. I need to find a curtain that I'm gonna probably pay $1 for that window. Love you. See y'all tomorrow. No, it's not in ours. We just watching from afar and like, oh my Lord, that's terrible for them. And that's it. Y'all go on with your beautiful lives. Bye, guys. Have a good day.